Charlie, for yourself, right from the very beginning of you playing Daredevil, not looking for penance, but or forgiveness for what he's about to do. I just curious how that's kind of recontextualized how you've played him over these years, especially now that we're going to a much darker sense in this season of Born Again.
Yeah, I mean that. Obviously that was one of the first things I read, as it pertains to this show, and those first few scenes, that first episode in particular, first two episodes in particular, they really kind of set the bar in terms of who this man was and what his attitude was towards not only the city that he lives in, but also his attitude towards himself, towards his fellows, towards God. And they set up the show that we are still making in essence. But obviously things change and life happens, and you are often radically changed by a series of events. And in our show, I can think of a number of those things that have happened that have kind of transformed these characters, and they should still be recognizable. They still cut from the same cloth, but also, the death of Foggy is a massive thing for Matt Murdock. I think he'll never be the same again. And that's probably what has turned him into a slightly darker individual. The interesting about that is often, one's spirit might rebel against that as well, might try to overcompensate. I think he's seeking some form of peace, and probably more earnestly than he ever has. So you juxtaposition that with the darkness that you referenced. So hopefully that's kind of an interesting take on him.